Good morning, students. Earlier we have read this poem about Raghu. We have read this so far and we have come to know that how Raghu and his father is having differences on so many of the things, but his grandfather was very understanding. So on the basis of the poem we have some questions that we will do today. So first part is C3. On the basis of your reading the poem, complete the web given below. So you have to complete this web where Raghu cannot do, Raghu wants to do but he cannot have. He can't do that thing. So what are those things? So first is that Raghu wants to live his own life on his own. He wants to live his own life on his own, but he can't have that thing. And he wants to join a music band, but he cannot join a music band. Then Raghu wants to go for a mountain climbing, but he couldn't go there. And he wants to be free, but he cannot be free all the time because his parent, especially his father, is always nagging at him. C4. Complete the following statements on the basis of your reading of the poem. So now we have given some questions on the basis of the poem. So first question is A part. For any two of the answers written in C3, write a reason given by Raghu's father for rejecting it. So here Raghu has made two requests to his father, but they have been denied by his father. So what are they? First, he thinks what were the reasons? The reasons was that when he asks about mountain climbing, then his father says that he thinks that he is sporty, but he is not at all. That he is sporty, he thinks that, but he is not at all because he do not have a habit of doing other things, doing manual things. So he could not go for a mountain climbing. Then other thing father gave, the other statement is that the teenagers cannot manage everything on their own. The teenagers who do not have the capability to manage things on their own. So that is why he could not go for a mountain climbing and he could not have his other wishes fulfilled. Then B. Write the line that suggests that Raghu is confused. Why Raghu is confused? So the line is that, am I the perfect at school or the baby at home? So he's confused. Why? Because he says that at school I am perfect because everybody likes me, everybody loves me, my friends, I am doing good at studies, but at house you treat me like I am the baby at home. You do not let me do anything which I really want to do. You treat me like a baby. So he's confused that am I the perfect at school or am I the baby at home? So who am I? Am I the perfect one or the baby one? So then C part. Do you think Raghu is stubborn? Give a reason for your answer. Stubborn is adamant, who do not convince to other feelings or who do not take care of others' feelings, who is very stubborn, who really do not want to, who want to do everything on your own wish. So then he is stubborn. Why? Because he refuses to cut his hair down and he refuses to get changed. He refuses to mend his ways. He says that I will be what I am. I won't change myself. Then part D. Is Raghu's father reasonable or unfair? Give a reason for your answer. I would say here that his father is little unfair. Why? Because okay, fine, if he is not allowing him to go for mountain climbing, it can be risky for him, but he would have encouraged him to be a part of a music band, because in music band it could be his fantasy to sing a song, it could be his liking for a song. So he would so his father would have asked him to join the band. So here I would say that his father is little bit unfair to him. Raghu's father does not allow him to join the band because what was the reason? Reason was that that he would not focus on his studies. He would and he did not have any future in music band, so he would not focus on his study and he will not be able to do anything in his life. Next is Raghu's grandpa is different from his father. What is the difference? Difference is that that his grandpa is very understanding. He understands Raghu and he understands that Raghu is different from their generation. And he understands and he accepts him being different. He accepts him that he is quite different from us and we should accept somebody being different. Okay, so there is a huge difference between two generations. You cannot be like your grandfather, you cannot be like your father. There would be a difference between you and father. So we should respect the differences of each other. So here this is the difference between father and his grandfather. Grandpa feels that Raghu should not worry about dad's attitude because grandpa knows that every parent behaves like this, every kid behaves like that. It is completely normal. So that is why he says that you should not think more about your father. He is trying to be protective towards you. He is telling you all the good things in your life. He wants you to be a good and responsible person. That is how he is telling these all things to you. Write the word from the poem that suggests the same meanings as shocked. Flabbergasted is the word that as a synonym shocked. Okay, now this question, give an appropriate title to the poem. I am leaving this question for you. You have read this poem, read it again, and you are supposed to provide the title for this poem. Provide a suitable title. Okay, so try to do that. Okay, these questions, HOTS and life skills. What is hot question? Develop a short story either beginning or ending with the following prompt from the poem. Am I the perfect at school or the baby at home? So you can do it on your own. You can put a short story on this basis, that here Raghu is confused. Why? Because the treatment he got the different treatment at school, he got the different treatment at home. At school everybody loves him, everybody admires him, his friends, and his teachers also, because maybe he's doing good at studies, but at home he's treated like as baby. Everybody is telling him do's and don'ts, everybody is not allowing him to do anything in his life. So you can prepare a story here. Then life skills. Imagine you are Raghu, you made grandpa, you are confident and sought solace in home. Grandpa's wise words began to impact you positively and eventually brought about a better understanding of your age and thoughts. A friend of yours is distressed and often finds themselves in a personal psychological conflict. How would you help them overcome this conflict? Discuss the group. Window to grandpa's wisdom. Identity crisis, part of adolescence, constant who am I thoughts, confusion about one's social role, attacked by arsenal of fiery hormones, exasperation. So here this is a life skill for you people, because it happens sometimes. What happens? It happens that your grandparents are good friends of yours. Why? Because somehow they understands you, and somehow they also understand your parents, because they are the connecting link between you and your parents. They understand both of you and also your parents, and they definitely know that you both are correct on your own ways. Your parents are also correct if they advise you something, and you are also correct if you are want to live your life on your own. And if you got an understanding from your grandparents, it have a positive impact on you, and you would be able to understand yourself better and your parents better. Okay, so just leave this one, this life skills, just leave it. You can do this one, hot questions, and write these answers in your book like this I have written. Try to write these answers with pencils, because do not use pens here in these books, because pencil is good. The book will be more beautiful with pencils. Okay, so do this question, provide an appropriate title of the poem, and then we will do these questions later, and then we will start our next section.